Today on Music City Trucks, we head out to an all-truck competition to put our latest project to the test.
Then we get our C10 back to the shop and start tearing it apart to execute our master plan.
Bingo. All right, guys, hey, welcome to Music City Trucks. Well, we're doing something a little bit different today. Day one of a new project, and we're gonna thrash this thing out here at Beach Bend Raceway Park at the Pro Touring Truck Shootout. Anthony, tell a little bit about this truck.
Yeah, I'm real excited about this one. So what we got today for you is a 72 Chevy C10. This is a long bed truck, and we're fixing to do quite a bit of work to this one. I'm real excited about it.
Yeah, you know, this thing out here at this shootout, it's kind of like a fish out of water. We're kind of the most stock truck right here out here
And
with
one
these
of the
guys.
longest.
And one of the longest, yeah. So it should be kind of funny on how this thing's going to navigate this road course deal and these cones, but I think it should be a real fun time.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a real fun time on this track. And who knows, maybe we'll set a track record or maybe not, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Right now it's kind of rainy, and you know we got street tires, we've got poor throttle response, so the conditions might be coming to us on this, so we got them right where we want them.
Might be leveling that playing field.
Right. So we're gonna get in the gate, pull up here. Next thing we got to get this thing teched in, make sure she's all past all the rules and regulations and stuff, and then we're gonna go run this thing through the road course there, see what it does.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Pro Touring Truck Shootout started in 2019 when a passion for trucks and improved performance collided with a truck enthusiast and an idea.
I saw the trucks becoming more and more popular, especially with the aftermarket components, because they were playing second fiddle to the Pro Touring cars. The Camaros are great, but they're expensive to build. You want Mama to sign off on the whole entire project. So taking Papa's truck back in the garage to restore it with an LS motor and $50,000 later, these trucks were born. Then we have, at the same time, the aftermarket industry catching up saying, well, we have a drop kit, but what about a coilover kit? What about adjustable coilovers? And so instead of having an airbag vehicle, now we have something that could perform and a little bit less maintenance as you're driving, because airbag, you gotta pay attention. Coilover system, you get in it, you drive. Well, then these guys were like, well, let's put some seats in it and some seat belts, because plenty of these guys have slid over on their bench and said, okay, this is getting a little bit crazy. The truck is hooking, because we went from a 245 tire to 55 tire to 305s, 315s, 335, and some guys have 345 tires. So all of these challenges that came with a reward, or they won, now other guys want to be like other guys.
This vision, sparked with the growth of the pro touring scene, led to the adrenaline pumping, fast-paced, super competitive racing we have today, but keeping the sense of camaraderie within the truck community.
Very competitive. Everyone is great, smiling, but when they get that helmet on and that engine turns on, it's on. Everyone here can cut up and hang and just have a good time. But when that truck is in gear and that light changes at the autocross, there's no friends. It's very serious. It's not bad. There's other competitions that are and people get angry. These guys are still low key, but man, when it's on, it's on.
One of those competitors is last year's winner, Tyler Gibson, in his unassuming 73 International Harvester Scout 2 on a S10 chassis. Between the frame rails is a 400 small block Chevy power plant attached to a smooth shifting T5 manual trans. He was bitten by the race bug as a teen and has been competing ever since. He loves the challenges this event has to offer.
It's challenging because there's different aspects to it, and today we're dealing with the weather and different track conditions, and it's super slick out there this morning. But yeah, you have to excel at the autocross. Normally it's drag racing. I think we're gonna do like spectator drag racing around the circle track, so that's gonna be completely new for me. And then speed stop, that's probably my Achilles heel. I'm okay at it, but it's not my thing. I haven't done it as much, so I always struggle at that a little bit. So just excelling in all of the different events is the challenging part. Making it through the weekend, not breaking anything. I blew up a few engines here in the past before I won, so.
Being the back-to-back champion has put a target on Tyler's back, but he still feels the truck racing family is a unique one and enjoys the competition.
Truck guys and everyone that we race with and gals, they're the best. Everyone's competitive, but you also find people helping each other out and giving each other advice. It's the best racing community that I've been in.
That competition isn't just for the older generation. The event also brings that thrill and excitement to a younger enthusiast as well, like this group of high schoolers that wrench and drive on 2 Pro Touring trucks.
So I got into it freshman year at the high school. I was 14, and we just started this truck, and so Carter let me drive it and test it and work on it and stuff. And so I had to work on it for 2 years before I could get to drive it. We have about 8 freshmen, a couple of juniors, and then right now we have 8 seniors that drive it right now. So about 30 students that work on them all, on both trucks, yeah. And he brings all of his classes down there to work on them too. So it goes through a lot of hands.
To keep the event and sport growing, Arnie uses his passion in truck to get even more people involved, putting them in the seat and on the track.
So there's guys who I've taken a ride with, I've gone out there, had fun with them, and they're like, I never knew. Because you're out here as a spectator going, okay, it's fun, it's like driving on the highway. It's not. Left, right, acceleration, braking power, everyone comes out going, I didn't know. So then they get hooked, and of course the wheels start turning, and then they go on the computer and like, I can buy this, I can buy that. Plan starts getting formulated, and before you know it, another truck is born.
Once the rain cleared, we were able to roll our truck to Tech. Now, being the longest truck there, she didn't quite fit on the scales, but it was enough to get the red dot of approval. Next stop was to get in line for our turn to shine. Here we go, Anthony, letting her rip. Hard right, hard right, hard right. Yep, there you go. Then you're gonna have a hard left up here. Hard left, there you go, there you go. All right, easy. Now we're doing a slalom, back and forth, there you go. Yep, easy, 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 easy. And you're gonna have a hard right, hard right. Stop, all right, hard right. Woo! There you go. All right, there you go. Left, hard left, hard left. Straight ahead, straight, and then a hard right. Yep, yep. Yep, right there, one more. That's it, woo! 68.54.
All right.
Oh, wait. All right, let's take it back to the pit and see what we can do with it. That was pretty good.
Holy shit, that's a big steering wheel. That was fun.
All right, so Anthony just threw down a 68-second pass out here on the old road course. Now it's my turn to see what we can do. I don't know, it's pretty slick, but this old truck, she wants it. She wants it, so we're gonna let her hang out and see if we can beat that 68-second, I don't know, 68.5 or 7, something like that, but we'll see what we can do here.
Let's see what you got, Mike.
Back for more. Back for more, yeah.
He's got to beat a 68.
Yeah. 68, huh? Yeah. So let's see here.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, give her hell.
All right, here we go. That was rough.
That's rough. Felt like our seat might have broke.
Yeah. I was like, what's flying around in here?
Few too many G's for the old C10. Coming on in. Bring him in.
Oh, man.
Well, that was fun.
Wow. This thing, I mean, it's a blast out there. That huge steering wheel, you're all over the place, making them quick turns. I tell you what, this thing, it may not look very crazy on the outside, but from the inside, it's fun.
It honestly did much better than I thought it would do.
Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of just stand on it the
Right.
whole time,
Right.
and it does what you want to do. You point and go.
Yeah, I mean, it's got very low power. It's got an open differential, and I think that's helping us out there with this rain and with the wet track conditions. You know, so we thought we'd bring it back to the pits, make some adjustments. You know, looking at some of these fast trucks out here, they're out here adjusting shocks and moving weight around, and we can't get that technical.
No.
You know, I think we can do some air pressure adjustments, some ignition timing. I think we can get a little bit
Pull
more
at that
timing.
timing light, see if we can't get a little bit more power out of it.
Yeah, we'll check that. Maybe do a little bit more there, and then let her rip again.
Yeah, what'd you run, 68?
I think I was 68.0, and you were right at 68.5 or something, but we were
68,
both
yeah.
right
Okay.
there together. It's nothing as fast as the fast trucks out here, right
Well,
around.
And we knew
Yeah.
that was going to be.
Yeah,
We knew
we're
we
way
had
off
no
of that,
no
but,
chance to compete with those guys.
But our class, the sort of like stock class, we're really close. I think like 3 seconds quicker was another one. But man, it's super fun.
Yeah,
It's super fun.
That's a good time.
Yeah, let's do some adjustments and do it again.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, the bad news is for our ignition timing, we don't have a timing tab. So the little line just bouncing around, it could be 10 degrees, could be 15 degrees, I don't know. So unfortunately, we can't do an accurate timing adjustment, so we're just gonna leave that alone.
We're not going to twist and just hope for the best.
I mean, we could. Something we can do though, hey, this looks like a big restriction. So let's take this thing out.
There we go.
Oh man, yeah, look at that air filter. That thing's seen better days. Let me get rid of that. All right, we'll get rid of that thing. That's gotta be worth at least 7 horsepower.
Hey, maybe a second off the time. You don't know.
Get rid of all the excuses. All right, I think we're good underneath the hood.
All right, let's see if we can get this down just a little bit. And we're already at about 28. So let's... All right, let about a couple pounds out of it. It should be better. We'll see though.
Oh, that's at least a pound. Oh, it's a huge difference. Oh, this is a 30. That's got it all sideways. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect. All right, well, we got a few adjustments done. I'll tell you what, let's go stand on it.
Yeah, this thing's ready to rip.
Hey, the parking brake was on.
You better don't make sure that thing's not on while we're trying to run it around the track.
All right. All right, well, the track has really dried out. Rain has stopped. I think it's time to let it hang out. We gotta give this thing all the beans, max cackle. All right, here we go. See what we can do here after we made our adjustments. Gotta beat that 68.0. That was our last time there, so we'll see what we can do here. 65:10. Shaved off 3 seconds. Woo! I tell you what, we got it. Whee! 65:10. 3 seconds off from our last run. And woo! She's making a lot of noise out there. She's still running. I got oil pressure. All right, let's let Anthony rip on her.
All right.
He's off. He's standing on it, letting it hang out. You gotta keep it wide right here so you really cut that turn. All right. Push it, pushing, it's pushing. He's letting her rip. Left hand. Now you gotta floor it. That's a good place to pick up some speed right here. Through the water, keep it off the wall. Coming around, you got a hard right-hand turn. Kick it over, kick it over, kick it over. All right, now to the left. And he comes off to the left. You can get a little bit of straight area here, get some speed right now. Stand on it. Yeah, big speed spark right here. That's where I almost kicked it out and hit those cones last time. Oh, got those cones. All right, we're almost done with the lap. 65 is what he's got to beat from my time last time. Here he comes.
There we go.
Woo-wee, man, I tell you what, we put this thing through the paces today.
I would say we more than put it through the paces. I can't believe it's still running.
Yeah, this poor thing, you know, we have stressed it out, the engine, the tires, transmission, but I think we got everything out of it. You know, we got a lot of room for improvement.
So what do you say we get this thing back to the shop, get working on it, because I'm excited to see what this thing can become.
Yeah, we can really turn this thing into a fast truck.
Yeah, let's do it. Still got oil pressure, that's good.
All right. Well, as you can see, we got our C10 back in the shop, and the next thing I want to do is some engine testing. But I think all that heat we put into it out on the autocross, well, it made our starter take a crap. So I had to go and change that first with a similar one to this one right here. This is a Duralast starter we picked up. Now, these Duralast starters, they're triple tested before they send them out. So not once, not twice, but 3 times they test these things to make sure they're high quality. These will meet or exceed OE standards. Now, these also are 100% new, this Duralast Gold. So everything inside of this is new. Now, if you want to save some coin, you could go with their remanufactured line to get that same high quality starter. So the next time you're in the need of these parts, check out your local AutoZone and pick them up. Now, let's get to our testing. All right, with our new starter installed, we can get to our engine testing. Now, I've already done a compression test on this engine. I showed you how to do that earlier on our OBS Chevy. And the compression numbers on this one, it showed number 3 was the lowest of the 8 of them. So our next step is to do a cylinder leakage test to find out what's going on with that one. And that's going to be the subject of today's Summit Tech Tip. Now, for our engine testing tools, I went to Summit Racing and picked up one of their combo kits. It comes with a compression tester, the cylinder leakage tester, and also an automotive stethoscope to help you diagnose your engine. Now, to get going on our cylinder leakage test, we'll get our adapter threaded into number 3 cylinder here. What you want to do is make sure if you're testing number 3 like we're going to do, you want this piston up at top dead center of the compression stroke. Now, what I've done is to help identify what stroke we're on, went ahead and took the valve cover off, and you can watch the valves, watch the rocker arms there as you rotate the engine to let you know where the piston's at, what stroke you're on. So we're at top dead center, compression stroke on number 3. We'll get our adapter threaded in here to where the spark plug goes. Got that spark plug out. We'll thread this guy in. All right. All right. With our adapter hooked up, we'll get our shop air here and hook this up. Okay, get our adapter, plug it in. Okay. Now I'm gonna set my regulator. I'll always like to do about 100 pounds to keep it even. Okay, we got 100 pounds coming in, and it shows about 80 pounds here, so there's a difference of 20. So 20 pounds or 20% leakage right there. Now, where that could be leaking from, well, your piston rings, they're not complete. They have a little end gap right there. So you're gonna have some leakage past the piston rings. That's just natural. You wanna have as low as possible to help it seal up, but naturally you're gonna have some there. Other places that could be leaking past the intake valve. So what we would do is come over here and see if you can feel any air past the throttle blades of the carburetor or hear anything rushing. I don't hear anything there, so no leakage past our intake valve. The exhaust valve, if it was leaking, we'd go to the tailpipe, put our ear at the tailpipe and see if we hear any air rushing out the tailpipe. That would suggest a leaking exhaust valve. The other place could be a head gasket. So we would take the radiator cap off right there, see if we've got any bubbles, any air coming out, the cooling system suggesting a blown head gasket right there. This one, so far, it looks like to me it's all past the rings on this setup right here, and that's typical with the wear on this type of engine. So hopefully these tests I've shown you can help you diagnose your engine. Before we do any modifications to our truck, I want to get the weight of it. So we're going to slide the scales underneath. We'll be able to measure the front, the back, and all four corners, see where the weight is in this setup. Then when we're done, we can compare, see what kind of changes we made. Now let's get the scales underneath, get them zeroed out, and check out our numbers. All right, well, that looks typical for a pickup truck. We'll write that down and see what it is when we get done with this project. All right, that looks good. Well, hey guys, welcome back. Well, we've been brainstorming a lot of different ideas and modifications that we want to do to this truck.
So yeah, let us show you our plan for this Super Cheyenne. So for our 72 C10, now this long bed, it's good for hauling lumber, but we plan on hauling some ass. So we're gonna go ahead and convert the long wheelbase to a shorter, more balanced, and better handling package.
Next, we'll get our chassis in the weeds by installing an air ride suspension that'll keep us hugging the ground when we roll around town. Then to power our beast, we'll shelve the small block for a modern, more powerful LS power plant. To keep cruising easy, we'll keep the automatic mindset with a stout 4L80 to handle the 427 cubic inches of fire-breathing fury.
To help us stop, we'll shed the factory disc and drum setup for a big brake kit. We'll surround our brakes with 20-inch wheels and 335s out back with 255s in the front. We'll give our interior a facelift as well as change the paint back to the original color with just a little added twist. All right, well now that y'all know the game plan on the truck, it's time to get it ripped apart. And that's gonna start on the inside.
Yeah, as you can see, old Peepaw's plastic here over our seat, well, it protected it. It's actually, a really nice looking seat, but for our plans for this truck, it doesn't match. So we're gonna get the seat out, the headliner, door panel, some other stuff, and we gotta get it off to the interior shop to give them some time to make their magic happen.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that we have them bolster this thing so we're not bouncing and sliding like we were on the track.
Yeah, I mean, the bench seat stuff, it works really good for cruising around. It's probably what we're gonna be doing a lot of, but the technology and some of the benches nowadays, they look really nice.
Yeah, and I mean, this truck's gonna make a little bit of power, so I mean, we wanna stay planted.
Right.
Don't wanna be sliding. You got two bolts over here. I don't know if you have the same there, Mike.
Yeah, I think there's
those.
one on each foot, on each side of the foot there. This is something on the inside too. Looking underneath, it looks pretty clean. There might be a few treasures underneath the seat.
All right.
That's always the surprise.
I like a little extra pay.
That too, yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
Some quarters, dimes, and nickels.
You never know, there might be a Husky under there. I ain't holding my breath.
I highly doubt that. I don't think Peepaw let some hundreds
Benjamins floating around?
Just fly around, yeah. You guys probably kept good track of that stuff.
I'm gonna keep hoping.
The big thing with these seats, these old bench seats, the foam would wear out, and springs would start poking through. But like I don't know.
This one's, it had to have been redone.
Yeah, I don't
at some
know.
point.
I don't think this one is from 1972. I mean, it might be, but I think it's been redone once in its lifetime.
I'll tell you what, I do like the houndstooth though.
Yeah, it's a good theme.
I wouldn't mind keeping that, maybe wrapping it around some leather or something like that.
All right, got one more.
Yeah, that's the hard one.
Yeah. Put my hands in here. Hopefully they don't get pinched. This thing too got the fuel tank in the back. That's definitely got to go. Get rid of it.
I like the smell of gas every now and then, but not all the time.
That'd be a good place to put some speakers or some electronic management back behind the seat.
Oh, what do you want to put, a couple 15s back here?
Be bumping.
Yeah, you ain't lying. All right.
Got them all?
I got them all.
All right. Let's see here. Gotta get my arm. No.
This seat belt. Go ahead and slide these seat belts back.
Those
You got a latch over there.
like for a tilt?
Yep.
It just slides forward. It doesn't tilt.
It doesn't tilt.
I don't think so. Let's just see if we can go up and around that seat belt. Get that around that seat belt. All right. Let me follow you out.
Yep.
Oh, there it comes. I'm too big for this.
Watch your head.
Oh. There's a step here somewhere.
Yeah, it's coming.
All right.
Step down. Very nice. All right. Well, job well done.
Yeah, I tell you what. Keep on going. I'm gonna have a seat.
Hey man, what is this? Ain't no union job. Let's get to work.
Soaking it in. All right. Seatbelts out here. Just get. There's that one.
Nice work.
There you go. Here,
All right.
you get your side over there.
Thank you.
What's woo?
Anything good?
Just a
You
fuel
find the
tank.
Husky yet?
Yeah, it's pretty clean though. I think we can slide this guy out of here. All right, got 4 screws on this sill plate over here. I think yours is already out on that side.
Yes, it is.
And we can get the carpet out. See what kind of mysteries lie underneath
Ooh,
that.
I'm hoping for the best.
You think it's pretty clean, or maybe some patch panels?
Well, like I said, I'm hoping for about $100 bill. So far, we got napkins and leaves. That's not going to pay the bill.
I mean, this thing's pretty clean. I don't expect any surprises.
That's true. Hopefully, no rust. That's for sure.
Right. All right. Let's see here.
See what we got.
Got my high beam switch. Get out of there.
Quality kit, nice and tight.
Hey,
Oh, look at that. We got an extra. Look at
what
that.
in the world?
I bet you they lost it and they had to go buy another.
Look at the imprint there on the mat. That's been under there for a while.
All right. See, we found something.
That's something, but that's
a win.
Definitely clean underneath. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think this thing's been redone, since '72 at
Sure
some
looks
point in
like it.
time. That's real nice. All right, let's get this headliner off.
Let's do it.
To keep track of these little baby screws.
I think they're all stainless, so you don't have to buy more. It's for the best.
Yeah, they're in good shape.
Yeah.
So. Now my truck, the roof, it's painted body color,
Yeah, same with mine.
but this one's got a headliner in it. So I think this is one of them.
It's part of that Cheyenne package.
Yeah,
Super Cheyenne.
10 package or whatever. It's got all the bells and whistles and all the fancy doodads.
Yeah, no, they didn't put anything fancy in the 66 through 60 trucks. So
Yeah, so this is different for me as far as the fancy level on the interior.
they did it right, though. I must say.
This is real nice. Try not to break this stuff. Huh. Wonder what that was.
Hopefully, it's not broken. Now, is it glued? That's the question. Do my best not to jack it up.
Hear me?
Yeah.
Let me walk it
A
out.
little motivation. Oh,
Hey.
no. Definitely glued better on your side.
Well, see, what happened was my side was in the sun for all the years. I think yours was under the shade.
I like that theory.
All right. There she goes. All righty.
Well, that looks like original color, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's our target there for that color.
All right. On to the next.
Yeah, with the headliner removed, it's revealed a few little secrets underneath. You can see this color change right here, this kind of yellow or ochre color. You know, I think that's factory original. That matches the codes inside the glove box there. So I think we'll echo that on some of our modifications. But another thing is all these holes for the trim for the headliner. You know, I know my truck at home, it doesn't have a headliner and it doesn't have all these holes either. So that tells me that there were different roof skins or roof panels when they assembled these based upon the trim package. So that's pretty neat that they actually had different roof skins depending on the trim package.
All right, so next up, we're gonna go ahead and remove the door panels. First thing you want to do is go ahead and get the window crank out here and the door handle itself. Now, that's held on by a little clip in here, and there's a couple different ways you can do it. You can get a zip tie behind it, you can get a rag, pull the clip out, or you can get one of these handy little tools here, and that's what I'm gonna be using, and it makes life a lot easier. Now, get this out and kind of show you what we're talking about here. So yeah, it's just basically just a little push clip here, and you're just trying to push this side of it, and that way it'll release from the shaft that it's on. So we'll go ahead, get the door handle off, a couple screws on the door panel, and this thing will be ready to go. All right, another little tidbit on this is make sure that you face the clips the right way when you're reinstalling, so that way you can get this tool behind it. All right, that's out. A couple screws, and we'll have this door panel off.
These door panels off here, these are the fancy ones. I'm not really used to these, but. Bingo.
All right, ready to get this dash pad out?
Yeah. This thing out here, let's see.
Couple screws.
So, of course, they got them tied this one right behind the steering column.
That's usually how it goes.
Go this way. There it goes. And away we go. All right, so we gotta get this dash pad out, but as you can see, we had a few things in the way. There's some studs that hang down the back, so instrument bezel's out, our little AC heater vent is out, radio popped it out.
Right here.
Yeah, right in the middle there.
Right in the worst spot.
Right there, so I think we got all those out now. Ready? We
I
got the
think
screws
it's
up
ready.
front. Let's see if we can pop this thing up now.
Should come out a little easier.
Boom, there
All
it
right.
goes. All right, well, we got the dash pad, we got the seat, the door panels, the headliner, all that stuff we gotta get loaded up and take up to the upholstery
Yeah,
shop.
get them on it.
Yeah, get that going, get that rock and roll. That's all we got time for today.
Hey, the more I'm looking at this roof though, 4, 5, maybe 6 inch
Cutting
top.
it down? Yeah.
Yeah, it needs at least that much.
Yeah, while we're cutting, we might as well just cut the roof out of it, put a sunroof in.
What about a moonroof? Keep
That
it smaller?
too.
That
Yeah.
might be better.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna grab the saws off.
Okay.